Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for yet a recruiting video. My name is Brad Hughesby, and today we'll be touching on some 2023 quarterbacks to know. Of course, Notre Dame has already offered Malachi Nelson, Arch Manning, and Dante Moore, but I do expect those three guys to end up elsewhere. Arch Manning probably somewhere like LSU. Dante Moore most likely Ohio State or Michigan, yet the Buckeyes have not offered, and they have Quinn Ewers, of course, in the 2022 class. And then Malachi Nelson, I'd pretty much assume he's locked up to Oklahoma at this point. Maybe USC can make a late run. But these are a few guys that have yet to be offered. I do think they'll be offered in the coming weeks to know about. Notre Dame is going to definitely have a few of these guys on campus and others for their quarterback camp this summer and spring and just summer camp. Want to see them in person, of course. That's usually where they make their offers based on Tyler Buckner came to the camp. Previous quarterbacks have Drew Pine. So these are a few guys I know. I believe Braden Dorman will be at Notre Dame for a camp. I'm not sure about the other four I will talk about. And then there are a few others, pretty much all lower guys that I don't even know if they'll end up playing P5 that will be attending the camp. But I'm just going to throw out those names anyways if we have time. But I'm going to start off with Cameron Edge, pro-style quarterback from the D.C. area, Maryland in specific. I think his dream school is Ohio State. If Ohio State offers, it'd be hard for me not to see him ending up there. Of course, Ohio State recruits that part of the country extremely well. We'll see what happens. Notre Dame is talking to him. You can tell by the Twitter follows and whatnot. We'll see. Top 75 player. It's going to be a hard pull. Other schools will definitely be involved. I could definitely see some SEC schools getting involved there. Florida recruits the DMV very well as others. So we'll see. Cameron Edge is a name to know for sure, though. Tad Hudson was a guy I was really high on earlier in the cycle, but I watched his sophomore film. I wasn't extremely blown away. Plays baseball, is a high-level baseball player. He could play baseball at the next level, too. I believe he is. He's going to end up at a high P5 school, but I'm just not sure Notre Dame is the right fit for him. North Carolina prospect, though. Cameron Edge is, of course, from Maryland. Jaden Rashada is a West Coast guy. He's from California. Was originally going to be IMG's quarterback this past fall. That didn't work out for whatever reason. Of course, J.J. McCarthy was their quarterback last fall, who Notre Dame fans are all too aware of. Played good ball, though. I liked his film a lot. I can definitely see why he's a top 15, 60 guy. I think I'd rank him there. 6'4", 200 about. I'm a big fan of his game. Arizona State, Cal are two teams there. Arizona State might not end up getting a quarterback in this 2022 class, so they're, of course, going to need a big-time one in 2023 to replace Jaden Daniels. And I could definitely see Jaden Rashada being that guy. And then, of course, I have to touch on Nico. Not liking where he stands. Recently had an article come out where he's going to go this summer. Notre Dame was not included. It is what it is. That's all I'm going to say. It is what it is. Braden Dorman, quarterback from Colorado. I'm a big fan of his game. 6'4.5". Needs to put on some weight, though. But has the offers from schools all across the country, Colorado, Kansas, a few other P5s. I think his offer list will expand with some good summer camps, and he's getting to Notre Dame. Which is huge. He's ranked in the top 125, I believe, composite on 247. So that's always good to see. 4-star, 6'5". What more can you want, Notre Dame fans? I will say that watching his tape, he didn't have that zip in his arm that guys like Holston, who you're seeing on your screen right now, do. Guys like Jaden Rashada, Cameron Edge had. They just had that zip. Nico. And I don't see Braden Dorman having it, at least not yet. He's definitely far from over. He's a raw prospect. And final guy I want to touch on, and maybe my favorite quarterback out of the guys I'm talking about, other than Nico, I do love Nico, is Eli Holston. Eli Holstein, or maybe it's Holstein, I'm not completely sure. It's from Louisiana. It's interesting because LSU has Ricky Collins. If they offer him, they'll have Arch Manning. I actually do think Arch Manning will end up at LSU, which is I would not feel comfortable making a pick, but I could definitely see them landing Arch Manning. And then they have Eli Holstein, too, if he really wants it. So LSU has a lot of quarterbacks in this 2023 class. Of course, Arch Manning is number one. Arch Manning is the number one quarterback in the country, but that's just something to point out there. But Notre Dame is not offered. A lot of other schools have. I wouldn't say they're quite late to the party, but Texas A&M, another big-time school, has, and they haven't. Texas A&M is known, though, for offering quarterbacks early, especially Jimbo Fisher. Even back to his Florida State days, he was offering middle school kids every other year. So I wouldn't put too much on that. But Holstein is probably my favorite guide of everyone I've talked about. Other than maybe Nico from California, Eli Holstein from Louisiana is definitely a guy to know. 6'3", about 200, 215, 210, in that range. And boy, is he talented. You're watching his highlights right now. He is that zip. He plays very good competition, I will note as well. And these are his sophomore fall highlights, guys. I believe he was 15 when he was throwing these passes. So just something to note. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment. I respond to all comments. Jaden Rashada, Cameron Edge, Tad Hudson, Braden Dorman, Eli Holstein. 5 guys to know. 5 guys to do your research on. Follow them on Twitter. Watch their huddle. That's what I did last night. And it definitely got me psyched up on a few of them and so on a few. But just getting these guys to campus, getting them in some camps, seeing what they'll do this summer is definitely key. And I do think Tommy Rees will offer who he wants and who he thinks will be the best fit for the program, not some stupid offer. So, yeah, that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. That is it for me. Peace.